I'm Kelsey Bone Smith, and I got next.
You next up and you ain't been on SportsLifeTalk. Like, what are you doing? Hey, you better hit him up.
Look, you breaking next and you up next. Keep the queens go hard. Rising star on the big scene, make them know who you are. You don't break a sweat, don't settle for less. They put you through that test, your resume that flex. Who got next? Who got next? SLT, heard say go. Who got next? Who got next? Living my dreams and all your goals. Who got next? Who got next? You can ask B. Jones or head coach. Who got next? Who got next? You next up, so here's my vote.
And let's go! Turn it up, SLT Nation. Welcome back to another fire episode of Sports Life Talks. You got next. That's right. This is a platform that gives exposure to the voices of tomorrow. It is 2025. We are at the midway point of the Big Nickel, our 5th season of doing this show, and we are climbing the charts as we have hit that penultimate over 800 episodes. But you know what's great? KT and I, we are still on this incredible mission. We are going all across this country into our communities, and we're finding rising superstars who are doing big things and accomplishing big dreams. This is what I need. I need H-Town to stand up right now for one of their very own. She comes into the game standing about 6'4" and is an absolute dog on the court. She is a graduate of Texas A&M and was the 5th pick in the 2013 WNBA draft. Her career included Most Improved Player, 2015 All-Star, and she had even an illustrious career overseas, winning 2 championships and many, 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 many more accolades. Y'all make some noise for the former All-American. Y'all give it up. KB3 is in the building. Kelsey Bone Smith. Yo, Kelsey, KB3, how you doing today, fam?
I'm doing good, guys. How are you guys?
Oh, we doing
good. We got you on the show, so I'm great.
I'm happy and really excited to be here.
Well, I'm a little nervous. I'm glad somebody excited, because I'm Kevin. Won't he do it? Oh my goodness! What a blessing.
You know, I'll be honest with you. The first time I met her was at TCU.
Okay.
It was like after that game, and I was intimidated then. But once we chatted with her at Brian, it was all good. We family now, man. We good. Let's go.
I'm still giddy, ladies and gentlemen. I'm still hype. I'm high on life right now. Let's turn it up. If this is your first time watching the show or joining the platform, allow me to reintroduce myself. I am your host, the mouth of the South, B. Jones, the OG, all things Louisiana. Put your L's up. Mr. Yeet is in the building, and I'm rocking alongside my brother from another mother, the other side of the You Got Next logo, the Quiet Storm. Shh. All facts, no cap. The head coach, KT, Kev. Won't he do it? He said he would. Yeah, let's go, KT. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great, B. Jones. I'm just ready to tell her story in our way. You know what I'm saying? So let's go. Let's turn up.
Man, I'm telling you, if you watch this right now, get you some popcorn, kick your feet up and relax. This is going to be a block burner. KLC, you ready to kick this thing off? Let's go. Welcome to the moment of truth. This is our icebreaker with KB. It is our version of 2 truths and a lie. Super simple. Before the show, she's picked 3 facts about herself. As the title of the game goes, one of these facts is not the truth. Kevin and I will have exactly 60 seconds to work together as a team and see if we can figure it out, but we got a secret weapon. That's right. We got a trick up our sleeve, a card up our sleeve. We got y'all, all of y'all that's watching this right now. Y'all know Kelsey. Y'all make sure y'all sign into the chat and let us know which one of these facts is not the truth. All right, Kelsey, I'm ready for this one. Let's go.
Okay, so I was the 5th pick in the 2013 WNBA draft. I have 4 dogs, and the public school stadium in Galveston, Texas is named after my grandfather.
Ooh. Kevin, I'm going to say this. She got dogs. So
we know she got dogs, but I don't think she has 4.
I was about to say, I don't know if it's 4. But I believe her grandpa. Because I mean, Kelsey's 6'4", and I mean it's a menacing 6'4" too, y'all. I'm telling y'all, she had to sit down and talk to me. We was at Brian because she is a legit with a T 6'4". So I'm gonna say she got the athletic gene in her body. KT,
yeah, we know Binky has 1.
Okay,
we know she has 1. I'm going with the dogs. I don't think it's 4 dogs. It may be like 3.
Well, you know what? We're going to include her and Binky because them was some dog. Big cold, too, on the court. So we're going to say you got more than 4 dogs. And we're going to say that 4 ain't enough for this episode. How many? You tell us which one was the lie.
4 dogs.
Yeah, Casey. That's easy work. That was easy work.
Well, the first one, she just threw us a layup on that one, B. Jones. We got that on the screen. We knew that one, so we just had to get the other one.
Yeah, the production team got that one right. All right, real quick, how many dogs do you have?
We have 2.
Okay, all right. So one from Bink, one from you. Y'all made it. Now Kevin. Technically, we still got 4 dogs. We still got 4 dogs. We still got 4 dogs. All right, y'all, let's go. I hope everybody enjoyed that. Kelsey, we're about to tell everybody about your story. We're going to take them on a crazy road trip. You know what you got to do before you start any road trip. You got to take that right hand. Come on, Kelsey, get it up. Reach over your left shoulder. Grab that seatbelt and buckle up. It's time to go to work. Turn up the volume. If I ain't already loud enough, we need y'all to make some more noise for us. That's what I mean by turn up the volume. We need everybody that's watching this show right now to help us to elevate and take this platform to a whole nother level. This is one of them ones that I'm going to look back. I'm probably going to watch this one a couple of times myself because this is a WNBA legend. There's a lot of people standing on her shoulders right now. We got to spread this word. So we need y'all to do 4 things, 4 free and easy things. Number 1, hang out with us to the end of this show. Number 2, we need y'all to hit that like button. Now, we call her Kelsey Bone Smith, but when I was watching the video, it was Kelsey Bone Thug Smith because she is a monster. I'm talking about when she was doing these moves. I need y'all to hit that like button like she was hitting that spin around Jay, taking that thing to the cup. And we're going to run the numbers up. We needed to bubble all the way up to the top. I'm talking about number 3.
That was a good one, dude. That was a good one. You got me on that one.
Number 3, we need y'all to take this show and share it, distribute it. Bink is the point guard. Now, I'm going to tell you, with her with the rock, we need y'all to play Bink on this one and get this thing to everybody in your family, your friends, your coworkers, your colleagues, everybody. It don't matter, classmates. And let's spread the word and let's run the numbers up. And last but not least, y'all know what time it is, man. Come on, fam. You got to subscribe to the vibe and join the SLT tribe. Become a part of our family. We still chasing this audacious goal of 10,000 subscribers right here on this platform, and it's looking positive. It's starting to grow. So let's go, go, go. Now, KB3, is your folks going to show us some love in this? Is Houston going to hold us down? Are the WNBA legends that's watching this right now going to show us some love?
Absolutely.
All right, y'all know what y'all got to do. On the count of 3, let's smash that subscribe button in 3, 2, 1. Boom! Kevin, we gonna break the algorithm on this one, baby. I feel the numbers already running up. She got a smile. I got a smile, and we about to make some history. All right, KB, this is the deal. Everybody that just smashed the subscribe button, me and Kevin, we take it very personal. Nobody bought us off, so we want to make sure that we reach out and thank every single person that hits us up, and we need to know that who they are by throwing an emoji in the chat. Super simple. What's your favorite emoji? When they throw that emoji in the chat, that'll let Kevin know that we got a new family member. What is that emoji we using for today?
My favorite emoji is the eyes emoji. Like. I'm always looking. I'm always coming in looking. So that's my favorite one.
All right, y'all throw the eyes emoji in the chat. Let us know you rocking with us today. Kevin, what are we going to tell those individuals that throw that eyes emoji in, man?
Bitch, I'm still stuck on the Kelsey Bone Thug Smith, but we're going to tell them, thank you.
That's right. Thank you. Welcome to the Sports Life Talk family. We don't do fans. We don't do follows. We do family around Sports Life Talk, and we really mean that, and we appreciate you so much. So you know what? As a family, you got to have some serious debates as a family. We want to start off the conversation today with the debate. We call it our Yeet Tweet. That's right. Go to the Twitter box, and we want you to throw in the answer to this question. Kevin, do you got one for today? Because I think I got one.
Go ahead. You got it.
What WNBA legend that we don't talk about that Kevin and I need to be reaching out to? Because as I uncovered Kelsey's career, I started seeing all these different names, KT, all these different amazing players that were winning awards and accolades that nobody's talking about. So I want y'all to put us on a new player that played WNBA basketball. Hashtag Yeet Tweet, tag in SportsLifeTalk, and let us know who they are. Kevin, you like that one?
I love that one, man.
Who was a player you would like to get on, Kevin? Who was one? I got one in my head already.
Well, you go first because you just threw me on the spot. I wasn't ready to answer that, but you go ahead.
Well, this one's kind of unfair, but I'm gonna say Lindsay Whalen. Once I started, because I knew she was cold. I knew she had one of those popular names, but I don't think we talking about her in enough conversations. After looking at Kelsey stuff and learning, I was like, dang, she was part of this amazing 2015 All-Star team, which we're gonna talk about that later. But y'all got to show that young lady some love, Kevin. Who you got, bro?
Okay, B. I want Swing Cash. I just want to reach for the star.
I thought you was gonna say Cappy. I thought you was gonna say Cappy Pondexter, man. All right, I like Swing Cash too. All right, we're not gonna let you get one, Kelsey, because we know she can list off about 17 of them. We're gonna say that for later on. We're gonna say that one for later on. All right, y'all. We having some fun today, but it is just getting started. Let's kick it off with the Sports Life Talks initiation.
All right, Kelsey, to start your journey across the burning sands, you got to give us your top 5 music artists.
We're going to go Beyonce, Whitney Houston, J. Cole, Jay-Z, and Lil Wayne.
Ooh.
Real quickly, because we had a spirited debate just 2 days ago. Lil Wayne, have you heard the new album yet, Kelsey?
I have.
I'm all in on the new album. There's a lot of disruption in the marketplace about the new album. You like it? You feeling it?
I need to listen to it a couple more times. I wasn't just turned off. You know, I saw the online chatter before I listened. And so once I listened, I was like, it's not, I'll listen to it again. Let me say that.
5 with block burners. Kevin, you got a tough job in front of you, sir. That's an epic list, man. What are you going to give that list, brother?
Tough job. Okay, so we like to rank everybody's top 5. The highest you can get is 24. The lowest you can get is 8. That's our dedication to the great Kobe Bryant. She gave us 5 legendary artists.
Easy.
And we know that Kobe's a legend.
Mm-hmm.
The highest we can get is 24. So we're going to give her that Mamba, B. Jones. Go ahead and give her 24.
And I am a Kobe fan, so thank you.
Oh, you welcome. Sure, you killed that. All right, so who is your favorite superhero and why?
So I'm not a superhero girl. I'm not a Marvel girl. I have seen the Black Panthers. But my superhero has always been my mom. My mom has been an educator for 35 years. Anybody who knows my mother knows that my mom is, she's when you think of just a bad, it's my mom. And I've just seen my mom be that in spite of what life has thrown her. And, you know, growing up, you know, it's always, I'm not your little friend. And, you know, now that I'm 33, my mom and I are literal best friends. But just to watch my mom go through some of the things that I watched her go through and just overcome and persevere. My mom's name is Kim. And, you know, her little life mantra is just keep it moving. And that's literally who she is and what she does. And it's allowed me to live the life that I live because I literally keep it moving. I have to. I could be here for a couple months in America and then I'm across the waters. I could be doing this one day. I could be doing something else tomorrow. And so what life and my mother have taught me is to always be able to pivot. Them feet gotta be good because you gotta always keep that pivot because you start moving both of them feet, you start turning that ball over and things start going, you might get a sub. It starts looking a little bit different. But my superhero is my mama. And I love her and she's my best friend and she's always just been there and been the person that has shown me what strength and what it means to be a woman. What strength is and what it means to be a woman.
Special place in heaven for all educators. I can tell you that right now. They get their angel wings on earth. So,
yep.
Yeah, we sure do because them kids are something else.
Woo.
All right, Kelsey, we asked the superhero question because we see athletes of your caliber as superheroes. You said your mom, so that means on Saturday mornings you had some Anita Baker probably playing, some Patti LaBelle.
Yep.
So we're gonna say that your mother's theme song was some Anita Baker song. So give us your theme song.
My theme song currently, because it depends on where I am, what I got going on. But right now, That Girl by Beyonce, it's just been, if I could say, that's just how I feel about myself. I think when you go through things and you come out on the other side, I think we all know how tumultuous our 20s can be and how much we learn about life and what it means to be an adult through our mid to late 20s. And so I went through some things and I had to overcome some things and I had to figure some life out. And so now that, I am married and a homeowner and kind of living the life that I once could only dream about as a child, I'm that girl. And I'm gonna always be that girl. And I mean, and notice that I didn't mention anything about basketball. At this point in my life, duh. That's how I feel about that. Like, duh. And because for me, I am still able to give 100% of me to the sport. The moment that I'm not able to do that anymore, I won't play anymore. A lot of people ask me, how much longer are you going to play? How much longer are you going to play? And it's like, I don't know. I say 1 to 2 more years, but I've been saying 1 to 2 more years for the past 5 years. So I don't see a reason. I'll tell you this. When they stop double teaming me, I might retire.
So you got another 10 years in because they got to keep doubling you.
If I don't demand the double anymore when I get it on the block, it's time for me to go home.
All right. What is something that basketball has taught you that you can use when you're not on the court?
Everything. Wow. Basketball. When Bianca and I got married almost a year ago now, last September, every person in my bridal party was someone I met through basketball. Every last person that stood next to me on the most important day of my life was someone that the game of basketball has given me. I've been playing this game since I was 9 years old. I have a picture of me in a Cynthia Cooper jersey. I'm 9 years old. I got a little basketball. And it's like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I wrote a professional basketball player. And so for me, basketball has been my life. I have dedicated and sacrificed a lot to be who I am and to do the things that I've done. I wasn't always good at basketball. When I first started playing, I was actually really, really bad. And it took an incident of some people sitting in the stands laughing at me and my mom crying because she couldn't really say much because I was that bad. But they didn't have to dog me like they were dogging me in the stands. And, it took a little different. And I was like 10. But, I didn't look 10. And so it took a couple of different instances and experiences for it to really click for me. But once it did, I literally dedicated my entire childhood, my entire life. I've given it to the game of basketball, and the game has rewarded me well. I've seen the Sistine Chapel. I've been to the Colosseum in Rome. I've been to Jerusalem. I've been to China. I've been to Thailand. I've been to Argentina. I've had 3 passports at this point in my life. All because of orange basketball. Not because of anything else other than an orange basketball. And so I owe my entire life and everything that I've done and that I do and that I'll ever do to this game, because this game will always be a part of me. And that'll never change.
That might be the best answer.
I mean, she's crushing my initiation, B. Jones. I'm about to end it because I'm getting tired of doing so good. All right, so this is the most important question that I asked during the initiation.
Okay.
B and I, we love to travel. When we travel, we got to eat. So we meet you in H-Town. What's the one food spot we going to? And then give us your go-to meal there.
Okay. We're going to go to the Breakfast Club. Okay? And you can get whatever you want. It's on me. Get whatever you want. And we're going to go in the back, so we don't have to wait in the line long. We're going to go to the little back part. Everybody don't know about that. We're going to go to the little back part. And, you get what you get. But me, yeah. I don't need all that. I don't need all that extra stuff. I just need the wing breakfast. I just need me some chicken wings, some grits, some eggs, and a biscuit. Now, Bianca gonna get the chicken and waffle. And it is good. But y'all get what y'all need. Get what y'all need. You might need to get you a couple things because it is that good. It is. So
here's my question for you. Okay. When is the next time you're gonna be in Houston? Because we'll drive up there tomorrow.
We coming down.
B. Jones, never somebody say, "Hey, it's on me." Hey, when can we come up?
You ain't lying, man. You ain't lying.
You let us know, and we will be there. So, as we transition away from the initiation to learn more about Kelsey, we need for you to jump in. Drop your top 5 music artists, your favorite superhero, your go-to food spot in the comments. While you're at it, please go to our website, sltugotnext.com, to check out more about incredible You Got Next family members like her wife, Binky. Now I'm going to pass the ball back to B as he reintroduces our newest play cousin, Miss Kelsey Bone Thug Smith. So B. Jones, go ahead and take it away, brother.
Boom, 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 boom. Kelsey, you kind of stole my thunder a little bit. You already got me emotional, and you answered some of these questions. But I want to pinpoint. I want to be a little bit more surgical with it. Welcome to the family. But let's start this thing off, and let's talk, because you talked about you weren't good at it. And you talked about your mom being a superhero. You understand adversity at a high level at a very young age. So I got to ask you, when did you fall in love with the game? Because I'm sorry, sis, going from a 10-year-old that people was heckling to a WNBA All-Star in 2015, most improved player, playing overseas, like that just, we missed a lot. Somewhere in this story, there was a breakdown.
Okay. I did try to just by that, but we can go back to it. Okay, so there is a exact moment that it happened. I was 10 years old. I was playing for a AAU organization in Houston called the Houston Hotshots. Up until this point, I was going through a growth spurt, and my mom decided that I couldn't be a cheerleader because she wasn't coming anywhere to see me be at the bottom of the pyramid. Okay. So I started growing. My foot's getting big, and like we go to tournaments, and I don't play. Like I'm just here. Like this is kind of like my third team. My mom's like, it's gonna stick this time. You're gonna figure it out, or we're gonna die trying. So, we're going to tournaments, and people are like, we want to see her birth certificate. And my mom was like, for what? She's not even like, what are y'all talking about? Like, why her? But I'm as big as the parents. Like at this point, I'm about 5'10", 6 feet, and I'm 10 years old. So we go to nationals this year. It's in Kenner, Louisiana. My mom and I, my best friend and her mom, we all drive down from Houston, and we play this game. We play against the Georgia Pistols, and like they look like WNBA players out there. I'm sitting on the bench like, whoa, look at all of them. Well, then my name gets called. So I'm like, this is the game you decide to put me in? Like, why this game of all games? Like, I can't do this. So literally, I get out there and it's a track meet. Like, I'm telling you, like, they are ripping and running. Well, I play my little minutes and then I go sit down. Well, I realize, like, it's standing room only in this gym. And so I'm like, when you play basketball and you're good, people come, a lot of people are watching you, they'll say your name. Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. If they gonna come like this, I can't be sitting on the bench.
Right. I got to show up.
You know? And so for me, that was where it clicked. Because after that game, the Georgia Pistol coaches came up to me and said, "Excuse me, little girl, is your mom here?" And I said, "Yeah, that's her right there." And they walked up to my mother and they said, "I'm telling you right now, ma'am, y'all can move to Georgia right now. We'll buy y'all a house. We'll get y'all everything y'all need." My mom's like, she not good. Like, what are y'all talking about? And so on the way back home, the four of us, my best friend Jasmine, her mom, Miss Denise, and my mom and I are in the car. And out of the blue, I tell them, I just randomly say, "I'm never going to sit on the bench like this ever again." And I never did.
And
from that moment, I dedicated my entire life to basketball. And so did my mother. And at this point, I sit here before you and I've done some things that I didn't even dream about. I've done some things that I didn't even know. I won a EuroLeague championship at 22 years old. I didn't know, that wasn't something that I grew up saying, I want to be a EuroLeague champion. I didn't even know what that was in real life, until I was there in it and doing it. And so, I skipped a little piece in this. Around the age of like 8 or 9, I was playing at a little community center and I had a coach, and I always say her name because I always want her to know that I remember her. And her name was Dr. Tracy Carter. She was a doctor in Houston and she coached us on the side. And we were supposed to go on to a tournament this weekend out of town. And there were a couple of us that were young who only like a few of us could go. Like all the young girls couldn't go. And I was not picked to go. And at the end of the little meeting or whatever, my mom and her were having a conversation and she told my mother, "You need to find something else for her to do. Basketball will never be her thing." And my mom was like, ever? Like, she's just 9. Like, damn. Like, she's never gonna get it. And so, but at the time, I was like, yeah, she's right. Ooh, I hope we don't have to do this anymore. Like, it didn't drive me, but it never left me. And then at a point, it began to drive me. Once it clicked for me and I kind of figured out that it was something that I really did want to do. And I'm one of those kind of crazy people who will, you can't really say much to me because I'll use it. You say, yeah, then I got to use it. So please just don't talk to me because I don't want to have to go there with you. And so I did. I had some little things that happened to me as a kid. And again, I wasn't a teenager. I wasn't, a young adult. I was 9. I was 10 years old. And I'm always interested and intrigued by adults who treat children that way. Because you don't have a clue what a child could grow up to be and do and become and change, and you have no idea. None of us, we have no idea who we sit around. I don't know what you guys could do in the next 10 to 15 years. None of us really know. And so to just take an innocent child and just say, hey, you never gonna be able to do this. I make sure that she knows that I know and remember, and that she knows that I am Kelsey Bone, the WNBA player, the top 5 draft pick, the EuroLeague champion, the All-American, the SEC champion. I'm all of those things that you said I would never be. And, it's not I'm not angry. It's no hate or malice. It's just really thank you, because that's something that on those days when it gets hard and I don't feel like getting up to go work out and I'm trying to figure out why at 33 am I still doing this? I'm still doing this for the 9-year-old that Tracy Carter said could never, ever do this.
Well, I tell you what, we seeing you smile and we see you articulate your words and express your feelings, but y'all turn on her videotape. Y'all turn on her highlight tape because as I go through and I do my research on people, I pull up stuff and I'm just watching videos. All of a sudden I hear this Jeezy come on. I'm like, okay, that's an interesting song. And then the song said, I done it all. And when I tell you, the work that was applied, it was crazy work applied to this video. I was sitting up there, 2020 Pyrex Vision, and she just sitting up there working. I said, oh my goodness. Tracy Carter, you need to send that to Tracy. Because I'm going to tell you, that's when I said, this was a Bone Thug. She is a fool out here on this basketball court. And it all made sense. I'm starting to look at the All-Star. I'm looking at the champion. I'm looking at all the stuff you did when you was in high school. And I'm like, man, she is the GOAT. I kind of feel bad because I didn't know none of this stuff when we met you and Brian. See, I probably would have fainted. I probably would have passed out. I probably would have sit down and talk to you if I had known you was doing it, if you was doing it like that. So I got to ask you, Kelsey, for those who hadn't seen this highlight video, hopefully we can be able to post a link to it. How would you describe your game, KB?
It's funny because in 2015, as a part of like all the All-Star stuff, one of the questions that they asked us in some of the media prep and promo was, if you could compare your game to a style or a type of music, what would it be? Now, that's what most people would expect me to say, because that is gives and who
it's violent. It's a violent style of basketball.
B Jones, you know what? I'm gonna go classical music.
I know. And I'm gonna say I'm agree with you because she don't move like no 6'4". I'm just telling you right now, it's silky smooth.
The answer is and let me tell you why the answer is classical music. Because for me, I am probably one of the last few people who still plays basketball that enjoys being a true back to post player. I want to hit you, and I want to hit you every time down. I want to get you. I want to feel that body on the block so that when I go middle and I spin back baseline, I get to hit you in that kidney with this elbow, and the ref don't see it because I'm stepping with the ball and I got it low and I'm just landing up with the left and we going the other way. Nobody really likes to do that anymore. And I've had to expand my game. The game has gotten a lot faster. So I've had to, kind of buy into shooting the three a little bit. And obviously when you're married to a prolific 3-point shooter, that's not really hard to buy into because, hey, just can you make me like you? That's all I had to say. And I could touch the hem of her garment a little bit, but I'm not quite her. But yeah, I like being a post player. I don't want to, people tried to get me to buy into the 4 early in my career, and I didn't want to do it because that violence and that aggression, my mom, when I play basketball, my mom calls me Vanessa. For a long time, like when I was in high school, nobody knew she was my mom because she would be in the stands like, yay, Vanessa. Because for her, she had no idea who that person was on the basketball. Well, and if you know me, you know that I can kind of get to that sometimes. I have to be pushed to that off the court. But on the court, it's automatic. It's like Superman going in the phone booth. As soon as I put my jersey on, that's Vanessa. I become Vanessa, and it's that, and I enjoy it. I think I don't know if that's the clip that starts where like the girl, she like flops and tries to take the charge and I score and I step over. And, like, yeah, I meant that. Like, I meant that just how that looked, because out here, it's eat or be eaten. A lot of people talk about dogs. I'm not a dog. I'm a wolf. I've always been a wolf. I was not raised. Dogs are nurtured and treated nice, and they get my dogs. If you saw my dogs got a room. They got a room. No, I'm hungry. I'm starving. I want to eat your heart out when we step on this basketball floor, because, and I've had to, when you become a pro, you have to kind of curb your disdain for losing, because a lot of times you don't have no control over that. You don't got no control over that. It's a lot, especially when you go to Europe. It's a lot of things that can happen. And hey, you lost that game before you ever showed up. Before you even woke up this morning, you had already lost because there's some money on it and you don't got nothing to do with that. But right here, me and you'll never be able to say, "Oh, I did da to Kelsey." Who? No, prove it. What? Run the tape. Show me the stat sheet. Show me something. Because for me, I'm better than you more often than not. And I got all this attached to my name. When you went on Google and typed in my name, all this popped up. So I can't ever let you think any of this is false.
Wait. What?
Hey, that just went there 2-on-2 against them.
Well, Kevin, I got sore just watching the video. I woke up the next day. I had to take ibuprofen.
I was going to entertain it, B. Jones, because you're talking about she's a wolf and she's going to eat my heart and stuff. I'm like, you know what? That ain't that serious.
Because let me tell you though, like, you're just gonna guard me with one person? No, you're not. No, you are not. I promise you, you're not.
So let me ask you this question, because I'm a baby to this game, Kelsey, to the WNBA game. I'm really a baby. Of course, I was very supportive of the run they had, what Houston had, and everybody in the world saw what the Comets did when the league first started. But it went a phase, and now I was just only, I was looking at the Lisa Leslie's and she dunking, and it would catch our attention, right?
Right.
So being a baby to this game, when Kevin first introduced the game of women's basketball to me, I started looking at this stuff. I'm watching draft night and I'm looking at all these kids come out on draft night. And then, of course, I'm looking at these rosters 6 months later or 3 months later, and these people ain't even there no one. I'm like, this young lady was the number 4 pick in the draft. What happened? I only tease it up that way because to say 5th pick in the draft means, in my opinion, very little. It sounds like you were given the world, but that's not a guarantee that you even gonna make a roster as the 5th pick in the WNBA draft. And not only do you get drafted early, but you live up to that expectation and you become an all-star. You become the most improved player in the league at one point. You got a 31-point game on the record. So all y'all seeing her talk cash money, I'm telling y'all, this ain't no light lunch. This is a smorgasbord buffet meal if you want to come over here and play with her, because you was putting up big time numbers. Everybody celebrating Angel Reese for this triple-double. You was out there getting double-doubles on a regular basis. So how were you able to mature so quickly and live up to that hype?
I think for me, I can only attribute my readiness to John Lucas. I got an opportunity to work out with Lucas for the first time when I was 13 years old, and I never stopped moving. I showed up one day.
Hold on, I want to say something about you working out with John Lucas at 13. So John Lucas' team called us up. They were like, "Hey, we want y'all to come down and check out our top 160 camp." I don't know if you ever participated in the top one or have you coached.
I've worked.
I was just about to say, because they got all these WNBA coaches. This thing is littered with 5-star and 4-star talent, but that's the deal. These babies. These ain't the 5 stars that you see on ESPN. They not 17, 18. These kids is 12 and 13 years old. And when I tell you,
talk about it.
The pressure. Coach Lucas had these kids blowing a ping pong from baseline to baseline. Was it a straw, KT? Did they have a straw in their mouth and they had to blow it? I mean, they basically doing
they were just blowing it. It wasn't a straw. They were just blowing it. I thought with their mouths.
Hey, and it was a hard. I'm talking about they coached them hard. And for me, I only got 3 hours to see John Lucas do his thing, but I can only imagine of all the stories I've heard of John Lucas, what it was like being groomed and trained and worked out by John Lucas. Because
I was in the gym when there were no other females in the gym. It was just me at a point. Like I looked up one day in a Lucas workout and I was guarding Chris Bosh.
I was just about to say, you probably had NBA players in there with you.
I was just guarding Chris Bosh when he played for the Raptors. I'm like, okay, what are we doing here? And so for me, that is, I found myself in a situation that prepared me for where I was going. I told you, I have a picture of me at 9 saying I wanted to be a professional athlete. And so I made sure that everything in my life was dedicated towards that. I learned how to cook because I knew I was going to have to go live overseas at a point and I was going to have to take care of myself. I learned how to do my hair because I knew that I was going to live overseas and may not be able to get my hair done. And especially when at the time that now is a lot different. But at the time at which I was first going, no. And so my life, and I think that's a part of what people don't understand. And it's kind of what turns me off about where this game on the women's side is going. Because we're about to stop keeping the main thing. The basketball is about to become a back burner because now we're making money. I just saw something the other day that said women's sports is expected to make like $1 billion in 2025 or something like that. Now that we're making money, the era that we're just walking out of, and the kind of the and I'm just talking about just flat-footed basketball, raw talent, just name after name after name after name, that is going to end. Those days are over. We're never going to see that again. And the reason we're not going to see that again is because now it's going to all be about making money. There is no longer any development on the collegiate level.
High school.
I'm going to get there. Because I'm going to tell you,
money in high school.
They are, and here's the thing: the grassroots level is disgusting. That's how I look at it because it was something that I was a part of. I'm one of the reasons that there is a border rule in AAU because I was from Texas and I played on the California AAU team.
You went a long way.
I mean, that's just what it was. And that when you got it, when you could do it, you do it. And that's just what we did. And so I think what people don't realize is now you go to these tournaments, is $40 to park, is $60 for a weekend pass. Please don't be hungry because the prices you're going to pay to eat and drink inside of these establishments are outlandish. Everything is about making money. And it's not about kids. When I come to these, when you guys saw me and Brian, when I go with Bianca when she goes recruiting, because I love basketball. I lived my life doing this, my summers as a kid. So when I go with her, I'm like, where's the talent? Like, where is everybody? I see her. I see Big O. That's a dog. That's a bucket. I see her. But it was 20. Every team had a her when I was growing up. Like, you didn't watch a game on an EYBL court or these top teams and not see 1 to 2, maybe 3 of those. Like, on my AAU team, everybody went top Power 5. Like, our lowest person was San Diego State. Like, even low, like in real, like, you know what I mean? That's a high mid-major. And so for me, everything is about making money now. So the player development, the skill, the work, I can't put in the work on the court that I'm supposed to because I got a photo shoot. I got to do this. I have a Zoom because I got to make my money. So something has to suffer, and it's never going to be the money. The money's never going to suffer. The money's not going to suffer. It's going to be the work that you put in to the thing that keeps you getting the money. And then when you just going to phase out, and then the next one going to come in. Now, you got the Jews. You have some exceptions to the rule, okay? There are some exceptions. But just flat-footed, the women's game, our claim to fame has always been over the men. It's a better brand of basketball.
Facts.
That's going to go away here soon.
Well, but I also think to a certain point, you're going to start really seeing who really want it. You know what I'm talking about? When a kid I don't want to say $1 million. Let's just say a kid gets $300,000 to go play collegiate basketball because they are XYZ ranked number player in the nation. And they getting that a couple of years. That's more money than a lot of people have made in their whole life. Will that hunger still be in their belly? You know what I mean? Knowing that you got a $1.2 million umbrella that push you made this at 17, 18, 19, 20. You was making this kind of money at that age. I mean, are you going to have that tenacity, that hunger to really get, like you 33 fighting that fight? Are they going to have that energy and that want, that hunger to get in that lab and do that kind of work over and over, year after year after year, to stay that dog, to stay that alpha?
Because why do you? Because you're already made.
Yeah. Let me ask you this question, because you talked about the growth of the game, and we're running short on time, so I got to hurry this one up. But what is your opinion on the Unrivaled and the AU? And I think we kind of had a similar conversation this when we was in Brown. We were just kind of sitting around chatting. Do you think that's good for the league, or because it does pull attention away from the WNBA, even though it's a similar product, but it also grows the game from a perspective of, we don't have to watch the WNBA platform. We get to see something cool like these 3-on-3s and different elements of the girls' game, and we get to see more faces and more branding and things of that nature. Do you think that helps the game of women's basketball on the platform?
Absolutely. I think I'll tell you this: the first thing you learn when you get overseas is that overseas is not for everybody. And I think that there being different avenues for women's basketball players to not have to be overseas and not have to live that life, because it's not easy. It's not easy not being home for Christmas. It's not easy, missing things and having to be gone for 6 months out of the year and all that stuff. That's not easy. No matter how much money you make, no matter how much fun you have playing basketball and how much traveling you're doing, that's not easy. However, my issues, I think both are great. My issue with AU is just that there's so much player control, and it can get political and kind of nitpicky. Because you have a player that the captain is the coach. They're doing subbing, they're doing all those things, and so as a post player who's already depending on guards to get you the ball, that's just not something that's ever been interesting to me, just because I know it's structured pickup. And at the end of the day, post players don't benefit in pickup. Unrivaled, everything that they're doing from the way they're paying to take the things that they're doing to take care of them, the vibes, the gym, everything is top tier. My only thing is just that 3-on-3 basketball is not 5-on-5.
And it looked different. And us as people who used to 5-on-5, it feels different too. It's a little bit of a mental adjustment to watch it.
And I think sometimes, yes, you're still playing basketball, but you're playing a completely different type of basketball, and there's an adjustment that you have to make when you come back to 5-on-5. And I don't think that, I'll say this: everything is not for everybody. You have to know you. I know me well enough to know that I'm still going to get on these planes. I'm going to go across this water for a couple months. I'm going to make my little tax-free money, and I'm going to come on back home, and I'm going to sit down. And I'm going to keep doing that until I get tired of it. AU is not for everybody. Unrivaled is not for everybody. There are some people. Unrivaled is something for people who already are really good at basketball. If you're still trying to develop and you're still trying to figure out the pro level, you need 5-on-5 basketball. You can't walk before you crawl. Like, you can't get to the 3-on-3 part yet because we need to master 5-on-5 first. And so you do, I think, but hey, if somebody tell you here's $200,000 to come play a little 3-on-3 on a modified court, why wouldn't you do that?
Where do I sign?
Why wouldn't you do that? And so it's just knowing you. And knowing your game and knowing what works for you.
Man, all right. So, Kevin, I know we short on time. I just got one last question, then we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna close it out. I hear you talk about Binky. I hear this. I see this certain level of enthusiasm in your eye. You talk about when they stop doubling you, the sun will set on your career. The title of the show is You Got Next, and I don't know why. If I had a kid right now that was 9 years old, I'd be watching the show like, what AAU program she over? Where can I get plugged in with her? Because I want her to work with my daughter. All right, so you already know where I'm going. Is there some coaching in the future? Do I hear future Coach Bone Smith?
I think I'll be honest with you. This is my ultimate dream job as a coach. I used to think I wanted to be a college coach, but that's not for me. I'm good on that. But I want to take when I retire, when I can really give it my time and my 100% of me, I want to take a group of 5th grade girls and just develop them. And by the time they get to the 8th grade, they're ready. They're playing 16U basketball.
So you want the babies?
Yes.
You want the baby. Okay.
Because I want to teach children how to play this game properly. I want to teach children what a routine, how you're supposed to have 2 pair of socks so your feet, you don't get the blisters on your feet. And how you have a change of clothes in your bag because when you walk out the gym, all the things that my dad taught me, all the things that the people who taught me and gave me this game, because nobody's teaching these children how when you walk in the gym, you form shoot first. You don't get out there and just start shooting threes. You go shoot close first. You make something. You see the ball go in. You get a routine. I'm still playing. I had a teammate when I was in China this past season. She was like, before the game, you do the same thing every day, every time. Duh. You don't? What do you mean? You mean you walk out onto the court before the game and you do anything? You don't have... I do this. I'm telling you, I shoot the same 85 shots before every game. I do it the same way every time. I'm listening to almost the same music as it's happening. I'm that. And so I want to take a group and get them to the 8th grade. And once they get to the 8th grade, I'm going to get the next group. And that's how I want to build my AAU program. And I want to bring them in as children so that... Because I'll tell you this, when I got to college and when I got to Turkey the first time, when I was playing overseas, I called my mom and I said, girl, they all lied to us. Nobody prepared me for this. They were liars. Oh my God, nobody can prepare you for this. Nothing prepares you for this but being in it. Nobody can prepare you for how hard work is, how hard it is to maintain it, how consistent you have to be, how lonely it is at the top, how what the hate looks like. Nobody prepares you for any of that. No, and I really got to come back on here because it's a lot of stuff. We gotta come back because it's a whole part of this that we haven't even talked about. But
I'm telling you,
I had a teammate in high school who called my phone and was like, "I'm gonna kill you. Next time when you walk home from school, I'm gonna kill you over basketball." So nobody prepares you for all of the things that could come with it. And then these things happen to you and you're like, what do I do? And so I just want to be able to use tell people just as a warning, hey, do what you want to do. Live the life you want to live. But if you do it like this may help you. Tinker it. Nobody, Black people, we don't follow the recipe. We don't put it out and follow the recipe like it says. We don't put 3, 4, we don't even measure that butter. But do it and tinker it how you want. But you got to have a little routine about it. You got to have something that you can always fall back on because it's crazy. It's a lot that comes with it. And especially now with the way that the game is growing and all of the eyes that are on it and the newness of it all, you got to have some wherewithal about you. And I don't think people are teaching these babies how to play this game the right way, because there is a right way and a wrong way to play this game. That's why James Naismith had rules to it. It's a paper. If you go to the University of Kansas in their field house, the rules are there. That man wrote his game how he wanted it to be played, and we be trying to. Now you can do, if you dribble 8 balls at the same time, you can do it like this. No, you can't, because it's just gonna be one when we all out there together. So,
B. Jones, I think we just found our head coach for our Sports Life Talk.
I'm about to say, we already got him. We already got him.
Yeah. So, Kelsey, do you have any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, I want to shout out Bianca, obviously. I'd like to shout out my mother. I'd like to shout out my brother. My brother Donovan is actually up in Canada right now. He's playing in Canada. He just finished the season with the Knicks G League team, and he was in China as well. We were both in China. So he's kind of, making his way with his professional journey as well, and trying to figure out, that men's side is different. That NBA life is a total different beast. So he's getting his feet wet with that and trying to figure it out. And so I want to shout him out. And yeah, those are my people. Those are my 3. So without, those 3, those are my whys. So yeah, those 3.
All right. So this is the part of the show where you get a chance to call the person that you think should have next. Okay. Tell them, hey, I got a chance to rock with B. Jones and KT. I told them my story. I want you to do the same thing. With that said, Kelsey, who we calling out? Who you got next?
Let's do. Okay, can I do 2?
Yes, you can do 2.
Okay, I got 2 good ones. Okay, we're gonna go with one of my Aggie sisters, Ariel Howard, the Lash legend. Shout out to all my wrestling famous people, all my people who like wrestling. My girl Beyond Garrett, she be throwing them little ladies around and doing all of that.
Yeah, she throw men around too.
Kevin is a Lash Legends fanatic, so I know he over there. Yeah,
that's a rebounding machine. So I'm calling her out. And I'm gonna give you one. I'm gonna give you Shavante Zealous.
Shavante, she was supposed to come on our show last year.
This was so necessary because Zealous said she was gonna rock with us.
Zealous and I won a EuroLeague championship together. We played at the beginning of the season last year together in France, and she's now doing some player development with the Connecticut Sun. She's not retired yet. She's still going to go back and play. So I think she'll be a good one to have on and kind of give y'all some more WNBA lore because that's the WNBA champion. She had an illustrious career at Pitt. So I think that'll be a good one for you guys.
Zealous, Lash, let's go. Let the world know that you are up next. We're going to make this happen as soon as we possibly can. Y'all ticket just got punched and y'all are now officially on the clock. Kelsey Bone Smith, you got next. You are the truth, little sis. I'm talking about, I can't tell you how much this means for you to jump on the platform. You are so exciting. You are authentic, down to earth, genuine. You are wolf. You are charismatic, and you just overall, I can tell you carry this thing on a total different level. You are extraordinary. You are elite. You deserve a yeet. Wop. Let's go. KT, I had a great win. Kelsey, thank you so much for joining the show. Sports Life Talk Nation. We got some more coming y'all way. We're going to get KB3 back on the show. I don't know, Kevin. I'm still, as the more and more I thought about it, I'm a glutton for punishment. I still want to play her and Binky in the game of 2-on-2. I don't know. This is the thing. This is what we're going to do.
We still going to be family after we beat y'all?
But hold on, how bad we get beat. Because we gonna lose.
No, Kevin, I'm gonna engineer this thing to where we win. We're gonna play to 12, and me and Kevin get 10. Y'all can give us 10. Y'all got to get 12. How that sound?
Okay.
All right, let's go. Can't we can be some WNBA players? All right,
we're gonna beat y'all 12-10. Just so you.
Hey, Kelsey, you're the truth. Thank y'all so much for coming on here. And you are a treat. I swear to God, I love you, little sis. All right, y'all. We had a good one today. We gonna bring her back. We got to get you back next year. Can we commit? Can we right now? All right. We coin it. Next year we gonna call a Savage season. So we got to have all our Savages on. All right. So we gonna get you back next year. Y'all make sure y'all tap in with us. SLT. You got next. If you want to be on the show, go to our website. Hit the nominate tab. Tell us a little bit why you feel like you got next, and come on. We're gonna make this day happen. Kevin gonna reach out and give you an audition to be on the show. We threw the rolling eye emoji today. So if you did smash the subscribe button, let us know so we can tell you how much we appreciate you. And download the show in the podcast form. We got over 800 of these joints. We got coaches, players, WNBA legends. This thing has been an absolute blessed platform. Download the audio format. Keep all the laughs, keep all the energy, and keep all the passion and emotion going as you move around in your daily lives. What am I missing, Kevin? What am I missing? I don't know. I feel like I'm missing something, but y'all stay tuned. We got some more coming y'all way. KB, we love you. Kevin, sign us out, man.
Kelsey, thank you so much for rocking with us. Whatever you need from us, please let us know, and we got your back.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
It's the Thuggish Ruggish Bone. Sports Life Talk Nation. We love y'all. Stay safe. Be blessed. Respect each other and love one another, because together we are better. And listen, tough times don't last, but tough people do. So keep dreaming big, because you never know. Your story may be the next one featured on Sports Life Talks. You got next. Yeet.
I knew you had next, cause you always working, you always grinding, you're in your bag cause you're always working. Like in due time, I knew you got next. Oh, you did it, huh? Crack the code. You got next, you smashing goals. You want next, you need exposure. Well, Sports Like Talk got the baddest show, like the baddest in the room. Podcast to tune into just for you to talk your shit. Talk your mushroom. You are what you eat and you should consume. Sports Like Talk from the late night to the afternoon, then rest repeat. Hit the like, leave a comment, or subscribe so you don't miss a beat. You got next is a small taste of a winning meal from a chef type of celebrity. What's up next is you, at least you better be. Yeah, you got next, yeah. I can feel it, you're a winner just like me. You got next, and what comes next? Tune in next time and you'll see. Cause if you got next, yeah, if you got next, then you're just like